Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramagurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Good day. In continuation of my earlier talk on Shantanu's despair, we saw Shantanu was really aghast and he was too much troubled by the behavior of his wife, the queen, who killed 7 babies in succession. That is a day-old baby. As soon as it was born, she took it out of the palace and immersed in the Ganges river. So when King Shantanu questions the reason for her demonic behavior, she says that Shantanu has broken the promise of their marriage by asking what she is doing and who she is, and she leaves the kingdom. Before leaving, she reveals herself to be goddess Gange. And to understand why she was doing the way she did, that is killing the babies, we have to take a step back and understand the story of Ashta Vasus. To know about that, you have all probably heard that Hindus worship 330 million or 33 crores of gods. Nowhere in the Puranas it is mentioned as 33 crores. Tridasha Koti is mentioned, yes, but Tridasha Koti has got a different meaning here. Koti, while it means crore, it also means types. So it means there are 33 types of attendant gods in Hinduism as per the Puranas. Not 33 crores or not 330 millions as misrepresented or wrongly translated by some people. Anyway, who are these 33 types of gods? They are Ashta Vasus, Ekadasha Rudras and Dvadasha Adityas. Meaning 8 Vasus, 11 Rudras and 12 Adityas. Together they make up 31. And the last two being Ashwini brothers, or according to some texts, they say it is Indra and Prajapati. However, for our today's narration, we are concerned only with the 8 Vasus, that is Ashta Vasus. And who are these Vasus? These Vasus are the elemental gods as per Shastras. That is, they rule over earth, water, fire, wind, Akasha or sky, sun, moon and the star. But for today's story, we are more particularly concerned about one particular elemental god of sky, and his name is described at various places as Vibhasa, Prabhasa, Dhyu. For our discussion, we will use the name as Dhyu. Now this Dhyu had a very beautiful wife by name Varangini. Varangini had another friend by name Jitavati. Now, as the story goes, it is said that one day this Dhyu and his wife Varangini, husband and wife, they were going into a forest and they neared the ashram of sage Vasishta. And they went inside and they could not find the sage. He had gone out on some rounds in the forest. But they found a beautiful cow by name Kamadenu. It was believed that the milk from Kamadenu had anti-aging properties, and the person will always be youthful if he is drinking that type of milk. Probably this could be the reason amongst others, meaning that the cow's milk is good for health. I think a lot of studies and experiments in this direction have also proved that cow's milk is much better in terms of digestion, in terms of its nutrient value, and milk has better micronutrients than any other type of milk which is normally vended in the shops. So, coming back to the story, this Varangini pestered her husband, saying that let us take away this Nandini cow and gift it to Jitavati, my friend. And this Dhyu, without even thinking, just succumbing to the pressure or just hearing, listening to the words of his wife, he tried to take away that cow from the ashram, but the cow did not budge. And this Dhyu, he called upon the other Vasus who are his brothers, that is the other 7 Vasus, and with their help, he stole the cow and gifted it to Jitavati. Now here we need to slightly digress from the main point and say that women who are dharmic in their nature will definitely not suggest to their husbands wrong deeds or wrong things so that the family will get into a quandary. A woman's words need to be listened if she is dharmic in her thinking. Listen, just because she is a woman and just because she is a wife, a husband or a family should not listen. Because this may lead to lot of adharmic activities which we are seeing daily, just to satisfy the wife's whim for a car or for a bungalow or for some site. Men indulge in so many adharmic activities and finally get caught. So it is not that we should not listen to your wife. Please listen to your wife as long as she is dharmic in nature, and your family will come up. That is what the Shastra says. But here what happened, Varangini instigated her husband, poisoned her husband's mind, Dhyu, to steal the cow. Now when the sage Vasishta comes back to the ashram, he notices that the cow is missing, and through his yogic powers he understands the entire scenario of Varangini instigating her husband Dhyu to steal, and Dhyu with the help of the 7 other Vasus stealing the cow and gifting it to Jitavati. And he gets very angry because that cow's milk was used for the ashram purpose to carry out various rituals where milk and ghee was a necessity ingredient. So he curses all of them one by one. He first calls Varangini, who was the chief architect of this misadventure, and he curses her, saying that you will be born as human being, and not only that, you will suffer in that human birth by becoming a transgender. Not only that, you will undergo various sorts of miseries in your human birth. Next he goes to Dhyu and he says, you will be born as a human being. We should understand here as I said earlier in one of my editions, taking birth as a human being is the worst possible punishment for a devata, demigod, or any celestial being. It is the worst thing. So he curses Dhyu, you will take birth as a human being, and you will not only suffer one birth pang and one death pang as everybody else will do, but you will suffer the birth pangs of your brothers and you will suffer the death pang of your brothers. Meaning, you will suffer 8 birth pangs and 8 death pangs. How? In the womb? No. One birth pang and one death pang will happen as it happens to other normal human beings. For you, all your 7 brothers' birth pangs and death pangs, you will suffer lying on a bed of arrows. This is the curse I am giving. And for the 7 other Vasus who also helped in stealing this cow, he says, all of you will be born as human beings. But however, since your role in this entire drama is limited, you will be born but you will immediately die. This is the curse I am giving. So all the people got so many curses from the sage. When the 7 Vasus heard about these curses, They came running with the stolen Kamadhenu and they returned it back to sage Vasishta and pleaded mercy. They asked him, O sage Vasishta, we are thankful that you are magnanimous enough to curse us, saying that we will be born, but the same day we will die. Thereby the curse is fulfilled. However, we have one request, that since our brother Dhyu will have to suffer birth pangs and death pangs of 8 equivalent people, we request you to bestow our human life, all the 7 human lives to him, and also all our 7 human strength to him, and also our intellect and dharma to him. Meaning, Dhyu will have the strength, intellect, lifespan of 8 people when he is born on earth. That apart, we request you that we do not want to be born in a human womb. Kindly bless us that we will be born in a celestial woman's womb. The sage said that Tatastu, and he went away. Now these 7 Vasus knew that Lord Brahma had earlier cursed Gange to be born on earth and become the wife of Shantanu. These 7 Vasus went to Gange and they requested her, saying that, O Gange, we have incurred curse from sage Vasishta, but however, we do not want to be born in a human womb on the earth. Since you have already incurred a curse from Lord Brahma that you will also be on earth as wife of Shantanu, we request you that you carry us in your womb one after the other and deliver us. However, the problem is this: as soon as you deliver us one after the other, you need to kill us immediately on the day 1 itself. So kindly help us so that we will be released from that curse. Gange says, see, since you are all demigods, as long as I don't incur the sin of killing babies, I am okay to help you out. And accordingly, as we have seen in the previous episode, this Gange becomes a celestial being and she attracts the attention of King Shantanu, marries him. Eventually, she gives birth to the 7 babies whom she kills one after the other. And however, when the 8th baby is born, when King Shantanu asks the reason, reveal her true identity and tell the story of 8 Vasus, and that 8th Vasu will be none other than Bhishma, who will be extremely valorous, very powerful, very dharmic, having an extremely long life. So Gange leaves as per the conditions of her marriage. She leaves Shantanu and then takes this young baby, the young Vasu, Dhyu, and goes away from the kingdom and where she rears him to be a young adult. And she will name him as Devadatta or Gangadatta, these 2 names. As I told you a minute back, this Devadatta will eventually assume the name of Bhishma and he becomes one of the most popular, most powerful and most intellectual person in the entire Pandava and Kaurava clan, which we will see later when the time comes. So this is the story of 8 Vasus, Ashta Vasus, and how they incurred the wrath of sage Vasishta and were born, and how the babies were killed, and the reason thereof. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.